Alrighty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are in this most beautiful world, and welcome to Fight Night and Beyond All Reason. So, today we have a 2 versus 2 format for you. We're gonna play Swiss for 4 rounds, where the top 4 qualify, according to my latest information. We are playing for a $250 prize pool, and the finals will be the 2nd of August. We have quite a nice lineup, if I can say so. Here we have all the teams. Gear Tech with Bucket and Luigi Guy. Windmill with Mendo and Smitey. But TM is one of the big guys here, I think, such an autopilot. Kill with Sir Ice Cream and Akumar, a person we've seen performing very well on the last BPL. Teachings I haven't heard before, Crypto Dummy and Power MGP. But we also have the Peasant Pluckers, one of the 2 APM teams for us today, Raxel and Flying Duck. And then for the APM team itself, Mirrored and C3BO. Also, very big team, I think, Eggs and Cheese here with X-Factor Live and Yanami, aka Shizato. And then we also have the Seed Comrades with Starpleb and Kuchi. These other 3 teams in the list on the latest ones, they haven't checked in when I made this graphic. So these will probably not be playing today. The maps for today, they are gonna be playing Shallow Strait, Sertageta, Faster Than Light, Back Grabens, Pools of Isles, Sirolata, and Hot Stepper. So we're gonna see the classical ban and pick phase later on, and then the commanders will choose a map where they will be spawning upon. Alright, so it's after 7, so that should be the end of the check-in period. So maybe if we go check the challenge, we could see what's going on in here, but it's unfortunately is looking quite bad here. Maybe if we do this and this, we can fix it a bit. There we go. So here we have the bracket in preview. So we are still waiting for the bracket to be finalized, something probably Nep will be trying to figure out at the moment. And then we will know who will play who. So maybe we can quickly go look in the lobby list if there's already a Fight Night lobby available. Yeah, the first lobbies are coming up, I see. Nice. So shouldn't take us long to find the first games. But yeah, we do have to wait until this bracket is finalized, since not all of the teams have submitted. We can check it actually here. Participants. As we can see, Gaming and QV413 haven't looked. Oh, that does mean one extra actually made it in. The team with the very long and weird name have also checked in. So only 2 are missing. Gaming with Grunt Gaming Team, and then the QV14, I think it was Victor and Quave. They haven't checked in. So we still have to wait a bit. Out of 13 checked in. Underway now. So we're gonna have 4 rounds of Swiss. So that means that in the beginning of a tournament, we will see high OS teams facing low OS teams. And towards that the tournament progresses to round 2, 3, and 4, we will see better matchups, just because of the scoring system and the principle of Swiss. Which of course also means that the good games are the last ones, where the best players and the best matchups are being determined. So we are normally going to be joined by Nip, the organizer, in a little bit. Once he has figured out the final bracket, I'm thinking he's gonna jump in. He's gonna co-cast a little bit for about an hour, and then he is gonna go, and we will be on our own again. Maybe somebody else will jump in to co-cast later. I don't know yet. We will see. So let's take a look at chat. Maybe already a few comments to read. So for your information, I am streaming with a 3-minute delay. So whatever I am reading now will only be there with you guys in 3 minutes. So it makes it a little bit harder for me to interact with you. Just so you know. Ralphie Fun, how do you sign up for this tourney? Well, you just join the Discord. There you can actually just freely register on the challenge link, so you do need to make an account on challenge, which is pretty easy, and then you can just submit you or your team or for whatever for actually pretty much all of the bar tournaments that tool is being used. So good thing if you just make an account over there. That's usually the way to go. And if you need more information, like I mentioned, just join the Fight Night Discord. You can find the link in the official Discord. We see a couple comments about jinxing it. I hope it wasn't jinxed. If you are referring to the quite interesting set of players here, yeah, there are a few very big teams. I really like a TM team. I'm really curious what X-Factor and Shizato are gonna do in the Eggs and Cheese team. It's also gonna be juicy, I think. Gil is, I think, also a chance haver today. So it's unfortunate Quave and Victor, also two good players, didn't register their team, but they maybe were faced with something IRL and couldn't be here today. All right, check-in is closed. I think that means that the bracket is final. So let's put that up on your screen. Here we go. So as mentioned before, a little. Now it's way too small. Why is it being so painful? That is also not correct. This one. Yes, that's what we need. Here we go. So the Gear Tech guys are gonna play Eggs and Cheese, the Chisato and X Factor live stream. The TM guys with Shash and Autopilot are gonna play Windmill. Kill versus APM, that's gonna be a nice one. Degens versus the Unpronounceable Team. 2 APM versus Seed Comrades. Seed Comrades is Kuchi's team. Also, I think, of course, a very good 1v1 player, so he's probably gonna be pretty useful in 2v2, of course, as well. So, yeah, these are our first matches. I can see that 6 rounds have been planned instead of 4. Apparently, we're going a little bit longer today to really be sure that the right spots are going through to the finals in 2 weeks. The 2nd of August, the $250 prize pool. So, I think this might be gonna be an easy one. This as well. This is gonna be close. Degens, 2 APM and Seed Comrades is also. So I'm thinking kill APM or the second APM team versus the Seed Comrades. Anyways, let's see who we can find in the lobby. Not that much, as you can see. If I filter on Fight Night, there's only one lobby at the moment up, with Degens versus the Unpronounceable Team. Looks like they are ready to go and doing their ban and pick phase. But yeah, we do want to find the big boys. Um, Akuma, for example. Oh, that was my mistake. Up. Akuma. No, can't find him. I'm hoping these guys are not fighting it out in private lobbies, otherwise, I'm gonna have a problem finding them. The only fight night lobby is Degens versus this guy. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping for better. I don't. Victor, a guy who was supposed to be here, is playing at the moment. Hey, exposed. Shisato is waiting. Pitaku is also in game. But yeah, these are not 2v2ers, huh? The Seed Comrades versus 2 APM lobby is also opening up. So that was an interesting matchup, I do believe. Those were high OS players going at it, so maybe that is a lobby to watch out for. But I do believe that maybe that Kill versus APM matchup would be the nicest to see. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Maybe we should do something else. Let's check. Nope, we don't. I don't have many more comments, so I'm just gonna make a pick myself and wait a little bit more for the Kill versus APM lobby. We're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer before these guys match up and get where they are supposed to be being in their lobby, getting ready for the 2v2s. I'm gonna have a lot of rounds for you today, so quite nice. Oh, I got a PM from there. Oh, Nep is a bit delayed. He will be joining us in 15 minutes. So, gonna have to be solo for a little while longer while we wait for the damn match to start. So, sorry about this, but yeah, it's a live event. Sometimes these guys take a little bit, or finishing maybe another game even. All right, Windmill versus TM lobby is also up. That is the third fight night lobby going live. The Degens already started their match with APG, HGOP, and so either and so further. So APM2 is Raxel and Flying Duck, as you can see here. Let's switch over to the game scene. So that's also a pretty nice team, and they will be fighting the Seed Comrades, um, which were Kuchi's team. Man, typing is difficult. So this might be one of the two lobbies that I would like to see. So if we don't see the other one starting, I'm thinking we're gonna stay in this one. Raxel, of course, you all know him. I think if you watch a little bit of a bar tournaments, a very good 1v1 player. So 2v2 is gonna be no problem for him neither. I think with his clan member Flying Duck coming also in at a very cool 38 OS. I'm thinking this is a small team score. Ooh, and both Gucci and Stardom are offline. They did check in. So they should be coming, I would assume. Why else would you check in? So, yeah. Also, this lobby is waiting for two big boys to show up. Maybe fights. Oh, it's still the only real one we have. So let's hang out in this one for a while longer. It is already 15 minutes after 7. These boys are really taking it slow. Only one. Oh no, the second game of Fight Night also started. Good. Night Windmill versus TM. Oh no, it's empty. Okay, also problems there. So at the moment, just one game going on, and another lobby waiting for the opponents. The one that I am currently in. I'm not gonna jump into the other game because then it would be stupid to leave it for another one. So we're gonna wait a little bit and chill out here and wait for either the seat comrades to make it to the front or the other lobby. It would be unfortunate if they also would forfeit like those two others, bringing the total of teams down to 9. No, how many do we have registered now? Let me check. Go to here. And then you're on the bottom. 11 teams are registered. So if one more gives up, that's already only 10. So yeah, good chances for the remaining teams. If the top 4 or top 6 qualify, that's good chances that they will be competing next week in excuse me, in 2 weeks in the finals. Jum, jum. Just checking. No. No. I'm keeping an eye out on the lobbies, but nothing at the moment still. So yeah, we're gonna have to give them a little while longer. But I would also like to see the other lobbies coming up because there's more matches going on, of course, as you saw in the standings. Oh, in the standings. Gear Tech versus Eggs and Cheese. We haven't seen those guys in. TM and Windmill. They made a lobby but then just left it. Then APM and Kill. We haven't seen either of those. Degens and ABG, the two teams that I do not know anything about, they are playing. 2 APM and Seed Comrades. We've seen 2 APM ready to go, but the Seed Comrades are nowhere to be found. Looks like this one started though, so maybe we can check out X Factor Live and Chisato, how they perform. Let's go to here and join on Chisato, where they actually are all already in the lobby. Dark Raven, aka X Factor Live, Yanami, aka Chisato, Lord Luigi II, and Bucket. A 12 and 17 OS versus a 55-44 tournament winner team. I don't think I have to start any predictions here. I was hoping to see something else going on, but it looks like the other teams are having trouble finding each other in the lobby. So let's for now stick with this. Quite a funny matchup, but like I mentioned before, uh, as further we go on in the tournaments, um, and points are being scored or lost, we will see better matchups. So in the beginning, it's always high OS versus a low OS, like you can see in here. That's just basic Swiss how the format does it. Cannot be helped. I don't see many chats going off in here, so I don't know if they banned already. I know Comet Catcher Remake is not one of the maps for today, so let's of course always keep an eye out on more Fight Night going live. Oh, not the right players, I think. Stardom and Slow. Are they taking over for Seed Comrades? Apparently they are. Okay, we got a small substitutions going on, ladies and gentlemen. Suddenly, Stardom and Slow are making a team and are gonna be fighting APM apparently. Raxel and Flying Duck. I think that's a better matchup than the previous one we've seen. So let's stick in here while Stardom bans Hot Stepper. I think that's quite an obvious choice. A map you don't see played in much tournaments, but maybe today we will have a chance on it. Raxel bans Sera Geta. He doesn't want to play that one. A few bosses going on. And the first pick, Tir O Lata, is gonna be the first map of today. Here we have it loaded. Pretty standard map, but notably the water on the sides can be very cheeky to send out a few ships or even some submarine submersible units or yeah, maybe maras or even some ducks. Always wide open for such tactics. I do believe this map, one that tends to go on a little bit longer than the average game, I think, just because of its composition and size. Looks like APM is gonna be picking pools. The pools of it is a new map by NEP will be map number 2, and the start vote is called. Here we go, jumping into game number 1. Alrighty. Slow choosing left or right, didn't really know, but takes the right side. Asking if his teammate will cap the juicy mid while he pushes on the right side. Looks like that is going to be the tactic for the red team. Looks like Flying Duck is going Cortex. And Raxel as well. Stardom, Cortex. Slow, Cortex. It looks like a Cortex party here. Looks like the red team is using the in-game chat to communicate. They don't appear to be in a voice call. I'm assuming the APM clan will take a bit of a more professional approach to this and will be on a Discord server together.
Battle started.
And we have started. Oh, looks like Zlo made a sneaky's change to Armada. Raxel, Cortex, and Flying Duck Cortex. So 3 Cortex and 1 Armada. The Legion faction, of course, is disabled for this one, while the devs are continuing their development of the naval side of Legion. We've seen the first ships already in action, so the progress there is going smoothly. Bots, and bots. Everybody going for an initial bot choice, which probably will quickly be followed by a vehicle transition. Looks like Zlo is the first one with a tick on the other side. Let's see if it can do anything. Bugs construct the unit. Even tries to block it a little bit with the movement. Nicely done. And gets it and the promotion. A 3-star tick. Nicely done by Zlo. And he ain't done just yet. At the moment, that's the only unit engaging. Start on with some grave robbers to get all the reclaim of the field. Trees and a few rocks, looks like. We see both APM commanders staying in their base, but Zlo is making a bit more of an aggressive move and is moving his commander forward. With not that many units covering him yet. Does manage to use his 2 grunts for that initial kill. Now he should have the numbers with a bit of macro slow. Here we go. LLT going down to defense. That will be enough to push back Blue. Securing his max extinction. And he's walking towards the next one. Looks like Zlo. Aggressive moves in the beginning is paying off. Would be more comfortable with a more bigger number count actually. And in Explorer on a fortunate spot here for Stardom, pushing back the pawn push. Excuse me, duck push. Grunt push, Jesus. Chicken dinner rooting for APM. Big push forward by Raxel here. He is outnumbering at the moment a little bit, I think, the yellow player, and is profiting from that. But now yellow seems to have brought up his numbers with a lot of BP going on the lab. Ooh, APM guys are doing well. Flying Duck putting the heat on Stardom. Yeah, maybe if they bundle their forces, they can kick one of the players out. Stardom realizing that and running for the rescue. That is a hell of a lot of just running straight by. The panic sentry towers are going down, but that will not be enough. This is gonna be very bad for Yellow's base. Good choice there for APM bundling their forces and pushing on the yellow player, completely putting him back to the Stone Age. The lab survives though with 1% or something. And looked like Flying Duck switched to Tux. Stardom moving in. Might be deterred by the but yeah, it is also a nice T-gun target, of course. Stardom pushing back on Flying Duck masterfully here. And red team stabilizing the game now. After that initial push by blue. Red spots coming out. Stardom's gotta be careful here. That's a lot of Tux close to him, his commander. Losing quite a bit of HP there. Now red team trying to repay the favor and running straight by the defenses of the blue team. Quite a bit of Tux though to stop them, but yeah, they don't have that much DPS, so might take a while to clean these up. One more grunts are sent in to mitigate. That should be good to clean that up. They are still running away to do some damage though.